welcome to Giant Mega Fun Time, the podcast. I'm Big One.
And I'm Little One.
And we are going to talk about our favorite things this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite a week here at the house. We've had a lot of things happen that we could consider our favorite things, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, what did we do today?
Today we went on a big hike.
A big hike. Our first big hike with our dog. And then we got ice cream. That was pretty awesome. What's been going on in our front yard this week?
So there were some bunnies.
Some bunnies. Yeah. But tell them more about these bunnies.
They're baby bunnies and they haven't even opened their eyes yet.
Yeah, they're just days old. Remember we looked it up? Do you remember when they opened their eyes?
Like on the 10th day, and they probably like 3 days old.
Yeah, we noticed them on Thursday night.
Well, technically our dog noticed them.
Yes, technically our dog did, and it was nighttime and I shone the light where the dog was looking, and there were these two brown things in the ground, and I looked closer and I said, those are baby bunnies. Their ears haven't moved around yet. Their eyes aren't open. They have very little fur, but they're kind of out in the open. They're under a bush, and we're leaving them, and we're checking on them every day. And
I really just want to get a bowl, pick them up, and then bring them inside and then make them our pet.
Yeah, it's hard not to try and offer them our help, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very cute, and they're very snuggly, and I bet they would feel amazing if we picked them up and had them in our palms, in our hands.
Yeah.
But we're going to let them be, and the mom bunny is going to take care of them. So, that's been happening. What else? Oh, we had amazing thunderstorms this week.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about.
Oh.
It's something that I did during the latest one.
Oh, nice. Which I love watching a thunderstorm. So it's been another tough week trying to figure out what was our favorite thing. But I guess I'm going first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my favorite thing this week was a TV show that your mom and I watched pretty quickly. We really enjoyed it. It was nice, short episodes, and only 10 episodes. And that show is Shrinking. It's on AppleTV. It has Harrison Ford in it. It has, I can't remember his name. Jason, I don't know. I can't remember. It'll come to me though. But it was a good show. Very funny. Jason Segel, that's who it is. Among others. Those are the two bigger names. But it was a good show about psychologists. And a group of psychologists and them going through life and helping other people and tough things. It made your mom and I laugh out loud quite a bit. And
LOL.
Laugh out loud. Lol. Yeah, the characters were good. Although your mom did note that everybody seemed awfully witty. And nobody in life is as witty as these people are in the show. But that's okay. It is a TV show. It's based on reality, but does not mean it has to be 100% realistic. Do you have any questions for me about the show? Yeah.
I have 2 questions.
2 questions.
First one is, how many episodes did you watch?
We watched all 10. We finished the 10th one last night. And
what was your favorite character, or what was your favorite part? Or your favorite episode?
Let's see. How about I take all 3 of those as 3 different questions?
Okay.
All right. My favorite character was Harrison Ford, I think. I think that was my favorite character. He was funny. I like Harrison Ford because he You don't know the actor's name, but he was Han Solo in Star Wars. You remember watching that?
Yeah.
You remember Han Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Han Solo. He was also Indiana Jones, which we haven't watched yet, but maybe in a couple years we can watch those. So he's been in a lot of movies that I've watched over the years, and he's an actor I like, and I liked his character in the show. I think you also asked what was my favorite scene.
No, what was your favorite episode or part?
Favorite episode or part? I need to think about that. Favorite episode was maybe the second or third. Maybe the second, because we'd been introduced to the characters, I think all of the characters, in the first episode. Maybe not all, but close to all. And then the second one, we started to get into who the characters were and what the story was going to be about a little bit more, since we already knew all these people. So I liked that. That was my favorite episode. And my favorite scene? Whew. That's a good question. There were a lot of good scenes. I don't know that I have a good one. Well, it's fresh on my mind because we watched it last night, but there was a wedding scene which was pretty good, and it was towards the end of the season, so it was kind of a wrap-up. But it was good. It was funny. It was heartwarming. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Any more questions?
No, those were the only two that I had thought of.
Okay. Here's one that I might ask if it was you.
Okay, I'll ask it to you after you tell it to me.
Is it a good show for kids like me?
Okay, is it a good show for kids like me?
It is. There is a lot of adult language in it and adult talk, which I know sometimes when your mom and I do that, you just kind of fall asleep. But, so it would be a good show for you in a few years. I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
Because I know you like funny. Yeah. But that's it. Shall we move on to you?
Yes.
What was your favorite thing this
So,
week?
like I said, it was a thunderstorm, and basically before, we had set up some hammocks, and then...
Right, it was earlier in the day, right?
Yeah. And then I had gotten to do some screen time, which I did in the hammock until we went in, and it started pouring and pouring, and I played for like 2 more hours or something. So I got way more screen time than I usually do, except if we're on a plane ride, I get to play for basically the whole plane ride.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like your favorite thing was a lot of screen time.
yes.
Yes.
The more I can get, the more happy I am.
Until we've had too much.
And my brain starts to hurt, like when I got screen time for one entire day, and I basically didn't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, that has happened a couple days, unfortunately. But it is nice that you notice, on those big days, you notice and you say, that was too much screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a balancing act, isn't it? Figuring out how much is the right amount.
The entire day.
Well, but you've done you've done a big portion of the day and said that was too much, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by it's a balancing act, trying to figure out how much is actually too much, when is just the right time to stop. But, so a lot of screen time. I want to know, what was it like doing screen time or just hanging out in the hammock?
Oh, it was good because, like, when I went in it kind of went over and made some shade. Because usually when I play Nintendo outside, like, it's really hard to see the screen, so it was like, it helped a bunch.
Yeah. Nice. This was our first time in the hammocks this summer, unfortunately. even though summer's almost over.
Yeah, it's like a week till school, and that is so sad.
But we can put them out in the fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have to put the hammocks away once school starts, but it's just something that took us a while to get into this summer.
That we should have done on Summerfest.
Yeah. On the first day of summer. Although on the first day of school summer, we were playing miniature golf. So, did you enjoy the hammock? Was that a fun thing?
Yes.
Yeah, even with or without screen time. It's just fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what?
It's basically just fun doing something in a hammock.
Yeah.
And I can use one of them like a swing.
Oh, nice. Was that the one that you were in? Or only one of them works like a swing?
I was in both of them, but it's the one with the trees that are straight across from each other. You can just move back and then swing back and forth and back and forth.
Nice. I like it. What game were you playing, or what games? I hope you were. Well, I imagine you were playing a bunch of games because that's a long time to play.
Yeah, I played 2 games. So I don't remember which one it was, but which one I did first. But I think it was Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, nice.
If you want to know the reason I play that so much, it's because you say I can get Tears of the Kingdom after I beat Breath of the Wild.
That is true. That is true. That's what I've said. 'Cause I know you'd like it, but we need to finish the first one before we get the second one. It's kind of how we worked the Rubik's Cubes, right?
Yeah.
You figure out how to solve a 3x3, and I'll get you a 4x4. And what do you have now? A 4x4. And a Mega Minx.
Yeah.
But
And the other game I was playing was Luigi's Mansion 3. And I couldn't really do that because I couldn't really figure out what to do. Because, I fell into a hole. I don't know if it was on accident or something, but, I can't get out of the hole.
uh-oh. Stuck in the hole with Luigi.
It's on level 5, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's the castle level. I don't remember which one it is.
The castle. I thought you were in one building in that whole game. Does it change?
No, you're in one building.
One building.
It's just the floors, it's just a mansion, but somehow they managed to fit an entire castle inside a mansion.
Interesting.
Which seems really weird that you could fit something that seems way longer than the mansion inside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that does seem weird. I blanked out for a second there. What game were you playing more? Or was it about equal?
Zelda.
Zelda.
I said, I fell into the hole and couldn't get out, so, I couldn't really play that because I couldn't find a way out.
Gotcha, that makes sense. When you get stuck, it's best to sometimes take a break and visit it later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I should say what I did in Zelda.
What would you do?
So I found this person that you can sell with. It is not Beetle. There's a different person around one of the villages. It's the one with Impa. And, there's a person you can find. And I just traded a bunch of stuff to them. And then I had, 1,427 rupees or something. And then I just bought almost every kind of armor. There's just one more thing I need to buy at the armory shop, and then I'll have everything from the store.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And that's what I'm going to do today.
So what, a question about a long time of screen time, your big amount of screen time.
Yeah.
What does it feel like when you've played too much?
Your head, your brain feels squishy.
Yeah.
And then, I was just really tired.
Yeah.
And, that's what it feels like when I did a day of screen time.
That sounds accurate. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what that will do. But
You're
yesterday,
like, does my brain even exist anymore?
but yesterday felt good, right?
Yeah.
That's
It
good.
was just like 5 hours.
I don't think it was 5 hours. I think maybe it was 2 to 3 hours, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thunderstorm was pretty wild. We were going to go to the pool, so then we were all of a sudden had all this free time because lightning and thunder came, and lightning hit really close to our house. It seemed like it was the next house over that maybe it hit, but I don't know. I haven't seen any.
And it was like
evidence of
such
that.
a big boom, like, boom!
Yeah.
And then, like, I just came on where you two were, because, like, I could not, like, survive on the couch by myself.
Yeah.
Not surviving was a joke.
Yeah. But it felt nice to be together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we had all three of us and all three of the pets. We're all out here.
Well, actually, the cats went under a table, which is, like, the safest spot to go.
Oh, they did, but I had one of the cats on my lap for a while.
Until they were like, hey, we know how to be safe, and we're going to go under a table.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, I hope we don't have too much screen time often, but every once in a while it's nice to have that, right?
Yeah, like once a week, 5 hours. Great job.
Once
Great
a
job,
week,
me.
Once a week, 5 hours.
Great job,
Great
me.
job, me. Well, yeah. I think that's it. What do we have? Screen time and the show Shrinking.
Yeah.
Those are two good things.
Which I'm going to watch in like 3 years.
It's been a busy week. This is going to be an interesting next week because it's your last week of summer vacation, and we're going to get a lot of stuff in. So I think maybe next week will also be difficult to try and find that one thing that we really enjoyed and loved this through the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
before we wrap up, I should say that we're going to do a stream today at 2. So,
well, remember, people may not listen to this today. They may listen to it tomorrow. And they may not be in our same time zone, meaning it might be a different time for them. But yes, we are streaming. We usually stream on Sundays. You can find out our stream schedule on YouTube at Giant Mega Fun Time. We usually post an upcoming stream, so we've got that today, and we are streaming today at 2:00, which is Eastern Time in the U.S. If you are available, we'd love for you to tune in.
We're also having a special guest.
Yes, it'll be an interesting stream. But we'll talk more about that in the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will not tell you who the special guest is unless you watch the stream.
All right. So, check us out on YouTube for streaming video games. We do a lot of co-op games, some solo games, but
I do
solo games. You do the bulk of the playing.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. And yeah, if you liked this, please think about subscribing. If you like the videos on YouTube, subscribe there. Give us a like wherever you can. Rate us. We would appreciate any feedback. But we'll see you next week. Hopefully you have a great week.
See ya.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.